Good morning. I'm John Cartwright and I'm Head of Construction in the Built Environment, Hartlepool College. Today I'm being very, very lucky enough to be joined by Olvia Smith, who's Project Manager for Sheraton Construction. Hey Olivia.
Hi John.
You all right? Do you want to tell me a little bit about, do you want to tell me a little bit about yourself and your company?
Yeah, so as John said, I'm Olvia Smith. I work for Project Manager. I've got Sheraton Design and Build as a Project Manager. We're a small family-run company. It was founded by my dad, Simon, in 2001. And 2 years ago, we rebranded, and since then, we've just grown and developed. And we've created some really trusting relationships with our clients. We predominantly focus on the educational and the residential sector, but we do have projects in healthcare and commercial as well.
Fantastic. So I know obviously the relationship was built up with yourself and your dad over the past couple of years, and I know I've watched your company grown. So you said your company started in 2001, yeah?
It did. It started out as SGS Developments in 2001, and then we rebranded to Sheraton Group in 2018.
Fantastic. So what type of work you're involved in at this moment? And Olivia, do you want to tell us a bit about the work that you've got going on at this moment in time?
Yeah, so we're mainly in the residential. So we've got three projects that are just extensions, and then we've got one big project in Hartlepool that is it's a client's house, and they've basically just gutted it from inside, added an extension on, but the full place is just it's just a full refurbishment. We've finished a residential in Hartlepool that was 13 apartments, and that was quite a big project for us. That's just finished. So yeah, we've got quite a lot of work on and some new work coming off as well in the future. Yeah,
I know you've got a wide and varied range of work that you do, from brand new houses to commercial work to, lots and lots of work that you've done. How many apprentices do you have in the organisation, Olivia?
We just have the one at the moment, and obviously we are looking to take on another joiner, and we're looking on to take a technical apprentice as well to work with myself and our project coordinator, Paul, and he does like a lot of our takeoffs and pricing work. And Billy, our apprentice that's with us at the moment, he's been with us for 3 years, and he's just about to come out of his time, and he's absolutely loved his apprenticeship with us.
Excellent. What type of stuff does he do then?
So he first started working in first fix joinery. He stood walls, door frames, things like that, and then he progressed into second fix, and he's just done some panelling for a project in Darlington. And it was a full hallway, all panelling, and he loved that. He really enjoyed it. He fits doors, windows. He even helps some of our other tradesmen, the ground workers and the electricians and the plumbers. He works closely with them and helps them out if they need help. So yeah, he's learned a lot about the industry, not just about joinery.
Excellent. And I know he's been very lucky working with an organisation like yourself. I know you invested in him when he first started, and I know you bought him some tools and things like that, which you very rarely hear of that these days. So that's a good credit to how much you want to invest in skills and training. So when you're looking for new apprentices, what type of things do you look for, or qualities do you look for in new apprentices, Olivia?
So we always say that confidence is key for us. You work on a busy construction site, you've got to be able to work with the team around you, especially because we are a small business. A lot of our work is subcontracted out, so you might meet new people every day. You've got to be confident in working with those people and trusting those people. We also say that you've got to be passionate, dedicated, and use your own intuition as well. When working on site, we need somebody that is going to go to the site and think, right, I haven't got a specific task that I've been told to do today, but I know this needs doing, so I'm going to get that done, even if it's outside of your job role. If you can see the site needs tidying, you go ahead and tidy it. And yeah, just keep the site moving and keep working all the time.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the key things that, I know confidence, but again, there's cockiness and confidence as well, which obviously we want to try and make sure that we're on the right line of that. And that's brilliant. And I think what we try to say to our learners, the ones that we get ready for industry, we want to try and say that what employers are looking for is timekeeping and attendance, and attitude. So you turn up on time, and you have that good attitude, and it's and I've been involved in the construction industry for a while now, and I think it's once the construction industry is in your blood, you love doing it, and you want to keep improving. So what does training look like for you then? So obviously you mentioned when Billy first started with you, and he came, and he worked on the job. So if you're going to invest in other people for training, what type of stuff do you look to do for them then, Olivia, when they first start?
So when they first start, they'll be placed with a mentor that we look to keep them with for the full time of their apprentice. They might work with the odd other person every now and again, but they will have one person who is their mentor. They'll also work closely with me and my dad as well. He's a director, but he's a director that wants to be involved. He doesn't kind of sit in an office behind closed doors. He'll be out on site, he'll be talking to the lads, and he will work closely with the apprentices and give them that training that they need. We always give appraisals every 3 to 6 months. Have a chat with them, see what their progress is like, see what their some of their things they want to do. They might come to us and say, oh, well, I'd like to kind of maybe have a go at doing a bit of concrete, and even if they're a joiner, they might want to have a go at something else, and we'll always give them that opportunity. So I think our company, there's just a lot of opportunity within our company. Even though we're only small, there's room for them to grow.
Excellent. And I know your dad's, like you say, Simon's a hands-on person, isn't he? So I know he's involved from the early stages of recruitment, keeping an eye on people and making sure things going on. So regards other opportunities then, does your dad get involved in that as well then, and with yourself regards other opportunities?
Yeah, so there is a lot of opportunities within the business. We always give everyone equal opportunity to go and work in different trades. And also they can come and work in the office with me. Billy did 2 or 3 weeks in the office with me, looking at drawings and doing some takeoffs and things like that. So he's a joiner, but he wanted to have a look at that and see kind of see what goes on behind the scenes, which I think is good for any tradesman, to see how much work we do. They might not see us out on site all the time because we're sat in an office doing takeoffs and trying to find new work, and Billy did a little bit of that. So there's always an opportunity for them to do that. So yeah, I think everyone for us within the business is really important, whether you're a labourer or a tradesman, or you've had 40 years experience, or you're part of the management team. We all just work together and do what we can to make sure that we get the job finished.
Olivia, that's absolutely brilliant answer. And I think, like I say, I know us as a college are very, very lucky to work with Sheraton Construction, yourself and your dad and your team. And I know whoever gets selected for these positions that you've got advertised will be very, very lucky. And, many, many thanks for your support, and many, many thanks for giving up your time today, Olivia.
You're welcome. It was nice to speak to you, John.